Hey guys, in a previous video I introduced you to this wheel backspacing tool I built here in the shop. I had shown in the video, how to, it was already assembled onto the tire, and I did a little demo on the car as well. Following that video I had some questions. Typical question was, is this a pain in the butt to put onto the tire? How do you put it on the tire? How do you assemble it? Is it easy to do? Is it a pain in the butt to do? I'm here to tell you the answer to that question is yes. It is. It can be a pain in the butt. There is an easy way to do it, and there is a hard way to do it. So I'm going to kind of show you the pitfalls there, show you the easy way to do it, how I would do it, and we'll go from there. Then I'll throw it on the car and do another little quick demo. So this thing, a little history on it. This thing is made up of 7 components. You've got your flat plate here. That is adjustable from 15-inch diameter wheels out to 20-inch diameter wheels. These 3 angle brackets, and then 3 what I call diameter bars. Step number 1 is when you got your tire that you want to put it on the car. Want to see this. The bad way to do this is to try to put these bars on here and then squeeze this into the tire. Even if you start off with one and then try to shoehorn a second one in, by the time you get to that third one, you need to be as strong as a tire machine, essentially. So the easy way to do this is leave the diameter bars off. Okay, put your T-nuts in here with the bolts just kind of loose. And what you want to do is hold this up to your tire, put a piece of tape, it's not sticking, but put a piece of tape on your tires to show the location of each one of those brackets, okay? So doing that, diameter bars literally just fit in like that. Diameter bar is made up of this block of aluminum. The single slot goes inboard to the inside or the rear of the tire. These slots out here, you'll use one of the slots depending on whatever wheel width you want to use, anywhere from a 7-inch out to a 12-inch. Wide wheel. So start, you got your locations on the tire marked. So what you want to do is put it in the rear tire bead first. Let's see if I can see up front there. And then kind of, can't quite see my tape up front there, but then snap that down and push that onto the tire. Okay, so now you've got all 3 of your diameter bars on there. I think I hopefully got him. For this next one, it might be kind of hard for you to see, but I'm going to lay the tire down. You've got them all in place. Lay your tire down. Make sure those are pushed out onto the tire, onto the bead as well as you can. Grab your plate. Like I say, make sure your T-slots are loose. And really all you're going to do is just kind of get those started in the slots. And that's not too terrible to do, actually. First two's easy. Third one's not bad at all, but we'll pop him over here. I can see what I'm doing. And there, so he's on. So now you got him started. Just gonna push that plate down like so. Spin him around back up here so you can see it. So now that plate is riding in these T-slots that you see there, and it can be adjusted in or out, just like so. So I tell you what, let me throw them on the car. We'll snug everything up. I'll show you how to check clearances on the car. We'll go from there. All right, guys, we're back. I've got it mounted up here on the car, just held in place with a couple of lug nuts just to get it on there, spin it around, see what it's looking like. The intent of this is to find the sweet spot on the backspacing that allows your wheel tire combination to turn full lock to lock and have clearance, suspension travel up and down. With these T-slot bolts loose, you can slide this tire in and out. Okay, basically what you're doing is you've got a variable backspacing on a wheel tool here. Move that out to where you think it might be a good spot. Snug those down. This is just going to be a starting point. Like I say, you'll go through several iterations trying to find that spot. But believe me, it's time well spent. You know, if you're spending $4,000 or $5,000, $6,000 on a set of custom wheels, you want to make sure your backspacing is right, and you're specifying that to the wheel manufacturer. So when you get them, you know they're going to fit. So, all right, so we're locked it in. We think, yeah, that's maybe where the backspacing needs to be. If I was actually doing this, I'd pull my springs out, coil springs or conventional springs, whatever you've got. So what that allows you to do is move your suspension up and down without using the weight of the car or whatnot. I'm not going to go to that extreme here, but I think you understand the whole premise there. You can literally pick your suspension and move it up. What we can do up front here, and the reason I'm not doing this in the back, is because now we can turn this tire, okay? So with the back spacing where it's at now, I can see that I'm not rubbing on the back side. I'm not rubbing on my inner fenders that are non-existent. But it's not rubbing on suspension points, the frame or anything like that. That's full lock to the right. Let's go full lock to the left. And guess what happens? We're hitting the fender up here. So I know I can't go full lock to lock to the left. So what I would do is we loosen that back up. And I already know the answer to this question, but basically you would move this in and out until you find that sweet spot where you're not going to rub up there. Now, the reality is this is a 245 3019. It's not going to fit up front. It's a huge tire. I'm probably going to put it in the rear, but it's pretty tight quarters back there is why I'm doing it up front. And like I say, this is a good exercise to show you to turning that. So let's say, you know, obviously moving him out, he's going to hit. Moving him clear in, well, guess what? Now we're hitting the frame. So somewhere in between, and there's probably not going to be a sweet spot where that's going to happen. Actually, not terrible, but it will almost make it there. So if you wanted to live with that, maybe do a little trimming, you would find that spot where there's clearance, again, up and down, left and right. Lock these guys down. Spin him back out, and you say, okay, that's the sweet spot. That's where everything is going to be nice and friendly. Let me pull this off here real quick. And essentially what you want to do, I'm going to try to juggle this and show you, but what you're going to do is measure from this surface. Let's see if I can hold this up here without dying. Hold this up, measure from there to the plate, okay? What you don't want to do, you don't want to measure to that surface, you want to measure to the mounting surface. That dimension is going to be your back spacing that you specify to your wheel manufacturer. So I know I covered a lot real quick. Drop me a line if you got any questions. Like I say, I'm going to be selling these. They'll be up on the website shortly. They're not right now, but if you want to know more information, give me a shout. I'm on social media all over the place. So talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.